Hello, I'm a.garth and this is Seaton Wetlands. Here we have Seaton Wetlands map. To start the day, we're going to go off to Tower Hyde. We've had some really good news over the last 3 days of an osprey that has come back from Africa and is currently on the reserve. So we might get a good view from Tower Hyde here. Right, so here we are at the entrance to Seaton Wetlands Nature Reserve. Right down here is Tower Hyde, where we're going to start the journey. Maybe, hopefully, and find one of these ospreys, which is out on the estuary at the moment. And then the other hides and the common is all down the left here, where we should go later on and see what we can find. Wow, what an incredible experience that was. We've just had one of the juvenile osprey has just come down and fished right in front of us. Yeah, it was a bit distant, but just to watch it, such an incredible bird. And he's just picked up a fish after about 3 attempts out on the far distance of the estuary, and he's taken it over to a dead tree and now eating it. So hopefully within about 2-3 hours, he might be out again. Right, we've just finished here at Tower Hyde. There's more and more people coming in now, so thought we might leave and give somewhere else to go. We're going to head over to Collyford Common, which is the other side of Seaton Wetlands. Often see birds of prey like kestrels, occasionally a sparrowhawk, and some stone chats over that way. But we're just going to go have a look now and see what we find, and then probably end up back here later in the day to see if the osprey has come back. But if it hasn't, it's good news that it looked like it's going to go up north and maybe go back to its home territory from last year. So let's go carry on and let's go see what we see. Right, we're in Island Hyde now. This is absolutely fantastic. We've got, in the distance, we have 3 curlews. I've just had some photos come through. Here they are, they're all asleep. There's one there and one there. And the other one is a bit further to the right. And we have got an oyster catcher over on the distance and a shell duck here as well. So we have got plenty of stuff in front of us at the moment. It's absolutely fantastic. Right, we are now at the St. Martin nest site, which is really cool to watch, as these St. Martins live in these holes and they're coming out and in constantly with food for their young. You might be able to see some fly out in a minute, but we can get some really good shots here. They are very difficult to get, but it is very brilliant to watch, and hopefully more to come soon. Up here we have the kestrel box that Seaton Wetlands is sort of famous for, that a lot of bird watchers like to come and visit every spring, because they have very successful years with these kestrels. They always use the box. Sadly, the last 2 years hasn't been very successful. This year there was a pair of immature kestrels in the box. They laid 2 eggs, but sadly they didn't really know what to do after that, and they ended up abandoning the nest, which is really quite sad. However, I'm sure that eventually, as they develop, we'll get some hopefully some proper kestrels, and they'll have a proper good year next year or in years to come. But this is a really good spot to come for them, and they hunt in the field to Colliford Common, where we're going to go next. So we'll see you over there. So we're now in Colliford Common Hide. We've just realised, which is a bit of a shame, that we probably would have got a better view and a better video footage of the osprey when it was sat with its fish from here, because we don't really see the water from here, but you can see the perches out there where he was actually sat. So we would have got some decent photos or video for you, better than what we had. But yeah, bit of a shame, but let's just see what we can see out of this hide. Often see stone chats and the odd heron and stuff like that from here, but this hide isn't used as much because there's not as much activity, because it's a bit away from the reserve. But still, lots of wildlife to be seen. Well, that's the end of our incredible day at Seaton Wetlands Nature Reserve. I hope this episode really shows you some of the wildlife that you can see just in your local area, and to encourage people that are in the area to come visit Seaton Wetlands, because it's such an incredible reserve, and the work that they put in to now have all this nature and wildlife come here is just incredible. The highlight of today obviously being the osprey. Normally they come down around the September, October time, and they're heading off to Africa, but it's a first for me seeing them come back through, and they don't often get seen as Seaton coming back through in the springtime, so it's an incredible sight to watch, and I really hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I'm looking forward to seeing you down here at the reserve. So without further ado, see you next time. Goodbye.